What's good, y'all? What's happening? We good? We live on this thing? We live or we live? We live? What's good, y'all? I know what y'all thinking. Dang, PC, dang, Pat, where you been at, man? It's been a long time. Where that good old sports talk been at, man? Well, first off, it's good to see y'all again. Know it's been a while since I've been on social media, man. First and foremost, hope everybody doing good out there. I know the world been crazy the last year or so. With the COVID, things going on like that. So, just first and foremost, hope y'all doing okay. Hope y'all being safe out there, staying safe. Hope all y'all kids good. I hope all y'all doing good and being safe out there. To answer my own question, to answer y'all question, where I've been at. I mean, I had to take a break. You know what I'm saying? The past year for me, just not to really get too personal. It was a lot went on in my personal life, and I just been kind of taking a break. Being a husband, being a father. Focusing on things that that really matter. The things that are most important in any podcast or any sport, anything that I want to do. I get on here, as y'all know. I did my podcast for a while. I get on here. I love it. I love doing it. But at the end of the day, you gotta be set and you gotta be settled in your real life. And I want to make sure that, I was settled in my real life, make sure that everything in my personal life was okay. Because I can't get on here and really, entertain y'all for real if I'm not right for real. And I wasn't. So I had to just take a little break from social media, just really from the world, and just kind of just take a break and just refocus, recharge, just kind of get back to being a husband, being a father, which I am. But I just want to really focus on my life because COVID was crucial. It really affected me in a lot of ways, personally, emotionally, and psychologically, man. So I definitely wanted to take a break, but I'm back. Like I never left. I'm never gonna leave y'all again, man. Like I said, I'm refocused. I'm recharged. 1K Sports never went nowhere. One thing about 1K Sports, man, it's us, me and my crew. We're a family, more so than anything. So just want to get that out the way before I just want to come to y'all today and just get my thoughts on the big story that happened a couple of days ago, the Russell Westbrook trade. Just want to kind of get my thoughts on that. But like I said, man, 1K Sports, y'all, we back, uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, unapologetic. Thank y'all, man, for tuning in, and much love and respect to y'all, man. So, all right, let's get right down to it. So the big story in the NBA a couple days ago, Russell Westbrook got traded to the LA Lakers. The Lakers got Russell Westbrook. The Washington Wizards, who Westbrook was playing for previously, got Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and KCP. If y'all don't know, that's Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and the 22nd pick in the draft. So right off the bat, everybody has mixed emotions about it. They're saying that, it's a bad fit. Westbrook's not going to play with LeBron. It's not going to be a good fit. He's a ball stopper. He's an individual guy, a solo act, and all those things are true. You know what I'm saying? So right off the bat, we have to address that. Why won't this work? And it's real simple why it won't work. Russell Westbrook's ego. That's why it won't work. Because let's be real. Russell Westbrook is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to the Hall of Fame one day. As we all know, he is without a doubt, outside of Derrick Rose before the injury, Russell Westbrook is the most athletically gifted point guard I've ever seen play basketball ever. You know what I'm saying? What he can do from a physical standpoint. Like I always say, with guys like Russell Westbrook, man, God was showing off. Like that's a freak of nature. Russell Westbrook don't grow on trees. You know what I'm saying? He's a great player. But the knock on Westbrook is starting to get big now. It's starting to become a thing now where this is becoming his reputation. He's a solo act. He's all about, getting his numbers, getting a triple double. As you all know, he's averaged a triple double basically the last half of his career. He's been a walking triple double. He go out there and get you 20 and 10 and 10 every night. And that's all good, but it's not translated to team success. For example, he's on his fourth team in the last 4 years. for an all-time great player, that's not normal. You know, to go to different teams like that. You know, I know Shaq went through it, but that was toward the end of his career when he was more injury prone. He wasn't really in shape like that. For a guy like Russell Westbrook to still be in his prime, so to speak, and be on his fourth team in 4 years, that to me is a concern. And in terms of how he's viewed by the players, he's very much loved by all the players in the NBA. It's just that not a whole lot of guys want to play with Russell Westbrook. Not a whole lot of guys want to be on the same team with him. They feel like they're not going to win with him on the squad. So right off the bat, this won't work if Russell Westbrook walks into the Lakers facility with his ego. Because let's be real, for the first time in Russell Westbrook's career, he's going to be the third best player on the team, no doubt. And you look at some of the guys he's played with, KD, Harden, Bradley Beal, PG, Melo. All those guys, Russell Westbrook may have been better than or second best, but for the first time in his career, he's going to be the third best player on the team. You got LeBron James, he's at the top of the mountain. You got AD, when he's healthy, is a top 5 player. So AD healthy, Westbrook is not better than AD when AD is healthy. So this won't work if Russell Westbrook walks into the building and think, okay, I'm Russell Westbrook, I averaged a triple-double, I'm the Brody, y'all fall behind me. It will explode quickly if he walks in there with this mindset. Now, everyone has their opinion. Most of the media saying it won't work. The Lakers got worse. I feel like this is a great move because when you can have a guy like Russell Westbrook, like I said, with all the things that we can say about him negatively, the positive, he's going to ball out. He's going to play his ass off every night. He's going to put up numbers. He's not going to go out there and just be dogged out. He's going to play. He's going to put up numbers. He's very durable. You know, despite, you know, the knee injuries and stuff like that, he's very durable. He's going to be there every other night for you. You know, whereas you got AD, who's going to miss some games here and there. So Russell Westbrook, he's not garbage. Let's not, you know, overthink this thing and think that, oh, it's not gonna work because he's not good. No, Russell Westbrook is a special player. It's just that what he is, what's great about him, does not translate to team success. You know, KD left him high and dry. Harden and him fell out. You know, PG left him. Melo thing didn't work out. Bradley Beal thing didn't work out. And I understand that. But I feel like Russell Westbrook's ego will ruin this thing. Now, why will this work? LeBron James. LeBron James, if there's anybody in the NBA that I will put like Russell Westbrook's, you know, legacy, because let's be real, this is a very big deal for Russell Westbrook. This is, in my opinion, this is Russell Westbrook's last legitimate shot to affect his legacy. Because like I said, I've detailed it. Solo act, loved by players, no one wants to play with him. He's become a solo act. He's not really about the team, about his, you know, that's become the narrative around Russell Westbrook. You know, like I said, he plays hard every night. He's gonna give you everything he's got. But let's be real, it's not translating to victories. It's not translating to championships and deep playoff runs. Now you on a team with LeBron James. LeBron James has been here before with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a special player, just like Russell Westbrook. He's a point guard that is basically a two guard. Kyrie and LeBron James, they won a championship together. LeBron James understands how to play with an ultra aggressive guy like Russell Westbrook. Now you got AD in the mix. We're going to see how that works. But if anything that I'm banking on LeBron James for this to work. And not saying that this is on LeBron James. LeBron James' legacy is set. If he's your GOAT, then so be it. He's one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. His legacy is not in no way, in no way, shape, form, or fashion affected by this. He won a championship without Russell Westbrook. We saw him with Anthony Davis win a championship. To be honest with you, this is not if I'm a GM of Lakers, I'm not making this move because the Lakers' issue is not star power. Their issue is not, they're not good enough. Their issue is health. You look at a couple years ago, LeBron pulled his groin. They were in fourth place when he pulled his groin. LeBron James healthy, AD healthy, they're in the finals. I believe this past year, all respect to Chris Paul and the Suns, if AD does not get hurt, they're in the finals. They get past the Suns. They look like the much better team by a wide margin with a healthy LeBron James and a healthy Anthony Davis. So the Lakers' issue ain't do they need Russell Westbrook? I don't think they did. But I understand why you make this move, because if you're the Lakers, you're thinking championship. You're thinking we just might run into the Brooklyn Nets, and the Brooklyn Nets got a juggernaut. Their third best player is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving just might be better than Russell Westbrook right now. That just might be the case. That just might be the issue. So if you're the Lakers, hey, if we see Brooklyn in the finals and they're fully healthy, their third best player is Kyrie Irving. Do we want Kyrie Irving? Do we want Lonzo Ball to go head to head with Kyrie Irving? Or do we go and get a bona fide superstar or bona fide Hall of Famer to go head up with him? Because if you're the Lakers, that's the goal. It's championship or bust. You got LeBron James on your team. You supposed to win a championship. Now you got LeBron James and AD and Russell Westbrook. It's really no excuse. Like I said, this is not about LeBron's legacy. But I tell you what, this will be LeBron's greatest challenge in terms of getting a teammate to buy into the system and everything like that. I think Russell Westbrook is a great player, but the thing that I'm banking on, if I'm a Laker fan, I'm banking on LeBron James' intellect. LeBron James is one of the smartest, if not the smartest basketball player to ever play the game. His basketball IQ was up there. He's a basketball savant. So I feel like Russell Westbrook is in the right situation and in the right location with the right player. LeBron has been there before with Kyrie Irving. Now, to compare Kyrie and Russell Westbrook, to me, Kyrie is a much better player right now than Russell Westbrook from this standpoint. I get it. Westbrook is more gifted athletically. He's more of a freakish athlete than Kyrie Irving is. I get all that. But Kyrie can shoot the mid-range. Kyrie can shoot the three. Kyrie can finish at the rim with either hand better than anybody I've ever seen. So his game is all around. And when you saw Kyrie and LeBron play together, what did you see? LeBron James did what he do. LeBron James is a point guard. I don't care what no one says. LeBron James is not no small forward. LeBron James is a big ass point guard that calls himself a small forward. LeBron James' job is, I'm gonna facilitate. I'm gonna get 28, 8 and 8. I'm gonna be the point guard. I'm gonna run the show. But when you have a guy like Kyrie Irving, what LeBron James did was, okay, Kyrie, I'm gonna go over there in the corner and rest for 5 minutes. Here's the ball. Do what you do. LeBron James had that trust in Kyrie that, hey, Kyrie, right now I need a breather. I need you to be Kyrie for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll go back to our programming. So, but with Russell Westbrook, he does not have a three-point shot. The mid-range is okay. It was at one point his strength, but now his outside shooting has become abysmal, hard to watch. He can still attack the rim, but with LeBron James needing to be in the rim, AD's not really, like I said, this is going to be a tough match. But I'm putting all my money, I'm putting all my eggs in LeBron James' brain. LeBron James is a smart basketball player, maybe the smartest basketball player to ever play basketball, period. But the guy that I'm banking on, the guy that I'm putting my stock into, is LeBron James. Like I said, he's a smart guy. He will figure this out. LeBron James understands that at this point in his career, you're LeBron James, you're no longer just a great, no, you're in the conversation with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you're in the conversation with MJ, the Kobe's, all these all-time great players, Larry Birds. That's where LeBron James hang out at now. So at this point, it's championship. Nothing else matters but winning the championship. LeBron will figure this out. If nothing else, let's just say Russell Westbrook comes in there and it don't necessarily work out right away or great. That actually is great, because I feel like Russell Westbrook needs to be humble. He has to come into a situation where, okay, I'm the third best player. I'm not the second fiddle, I'm the third fiddle. So if you're the Lakers, if you really want this to work, like if this is really going to work, Russell Westbrook has to swallow his ego. Leave your ego at the door, Russell Westbrook. Matter of fact, leave it at home. I trust LeBron James to make this work. Now, I've been criticized and I've been labeled a LeBron hater, for a long time, but I'm not. I just think Kobe and MJ are. I would just take Kobe and MJ over LeBron. That's it. I don't hate LeBron James. LeBron James is a top 5 athlete. I put LeBron James in the category of Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson as just. You have great players, you have great athletes, and then you have a small little room with guys that God was just showing off with. The LeBron, like a guy like LeBron James, a guy like Bo Jackson, something like that. Something that don't come around too often. So LeBron, I give LeBron James his flowers. He's a great player, a basketball savant, a damn genius. Okay, I just prefer MJ and Kobe. If that makes me a LeBron hater, then so be it. Whatever, kiss my ass. Whatever. I love LeBron James, he's a great player, whatever. And in this situation right here, I'm trusting LeBron James to make this work because he will figure it out. LeBron, he wanted this. LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook on his team. Russell Westbrook is not wearing purple and gold if LeBron didn't sign off on it. LeBron wanted this. LeBron watches countless hours of film. He trains with Russell Westbrook. LeBron has an idea on how to make this thing work. Now, does LeBron James always make the right call? No. It was LeBron James that said, get me D-Wade, D-Rose, Isaiah Thomas, get me all my guys in Cleveland within the half a year that everybody got traded. So LeBron James has missed in terms of, we call LeBron James like a GM almost right now, right? And LeBron James has missed on some things. Not everybody that he requested to come in and play with him always worked out. So, my overall thought, I'm banking on LeBron James' intellect to make this work. Like I said, Russell Westbrook is a great player, first ballot Hall of Famer. But this is his last legitimate shot to be something special and win a championship. And I believe even as a third option, he's going to still have impact because, let's be real, knock on wood, Anthony Davis is going to miss 15 games every year. He's going to get hurt. Anthony Davis is going to get hurt at some point. It hurts me to say that, but that's his career. That's his reputation. Great player, special player, when healthy, a top 5 player. Hell, in my opinion, should have been Defensive Player of the Year last year over Giannis. So Anthony Davis, when healthy, it's no question how great he is. The question is, can you be available? And I feel like Anthony Davis will miss some time, and when he does, Russell Westbrook and LeBron James can keep it going. LeBron James has someone in Russell Westbrook that he can trust. So on one hand, I understand the knock against the trade. It doesn't make the Lakers any better. I doubt that. I'm sorry, because you lost Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James was over that kid. You saw LeBron James' body language. He hated playing with Kuzma. Montrezl Harrell, 6th Man of the Year a year ago. Guess what? He came to the Lakers. It didn't work out. It was a bad fit from day one. KCP is a bit lost man, but hey, KCP, Russell Westbrook, and the 22nd pick. So the Lakers, they gave away some things that they really didn't want. If you're a Lakers, no rookie, LeBron does not want to play with rookies and young guys. He wants veterans. So you didn't need that draft pick. Kyle Kuzma sucks. Montrezl Harrell did not fit. KCP is a big loss, but not a huge loss. So the Lakers didn't really lose anything they want to get back. They got a great player, Russell Westbrook. They got rid of some dead weight and some baggage that they didn't want anymore. So like I said, we're not going to know the true how this experiment really works, because I feel like this. LeBron and the Lakers are going to the playoffs. LeBron and the Lakers are going to go to the conference finals at least with this roster. Now, the real value of this team has to be seen late in the playoffs. Can you trust Russell Westbrook? Because let's be real, for the first time in Russell Westbrook's career, he's going to be playing, since playing with KD, of course, he's going to be playing deep into the playoffs now. He may even get back to an NBA Finals this year. Will Russell Westbrook lose his damn mind? Will he get to the NBA Finals and say, you know what, I'm the Brody. It's my turn now, and ruin the whole thing? No. Russell Westbrook, go out there, attack the rim, get rebounds, be the third best player on this team, and you might get you a ring in the end. So, do I think it'll work? Yes, I do think it'll work. I do. Because it has to. Russell Westbrook, this is your last shot to be seen as more than an individual act. For LeBron James, this, like I said, his legacy is solidified. But if you can be the guy that got Russell Westbrook right, you like you said, KD, Harden, Bill, PG-13, Melo, maybe Russell Westbrook didn't see them as someone superior to him. But when you're on the team with LeBron James, I don't care who you are. Maybe with the exception of KD and Giannis, there is no man. And I say it may be a big maybe with KD and Giannis. There is no other player in the NBA that will go into a locker room with LeBron James and truly believe that I'm better than this guy, that I'm above this guy. Only KD can really say that because he beat LeBron James in the finals twice. Giannis is a back-to-back MVP, DPOY, Finals MVP. He's a champion now, so he can maybe go and say, LeBron, this is my league now. Just those two players. Everybody else, you are not better than LeBron James right now. And Russell Westbrook understands that. You're not LeBron James equal right now. You're not AD's equal. So he has to swallow his pride, still go out there and ball. He's going to ball. I don't see a triple-double happening because LeBron James will have the ball and be a facilitator, but I do see Russell Westbrook getting, 18, 5 and 5 for a third option. That's not horrible. That's not horrible at all. It's not what he's used to, but this is his last shot to prove I can be a great teammate and do my job and win a championship by riding with LeBron James and AD. And by all means, if they win a championship, Russell Westbrook will have something to do with that. Because I believe he will win a game for LeBron James and AD. He will win you some games. He may even win you a big playoff game here too. But for this whole thing to work, he got to swallow his ego and really trust LeBron James. And then I trust LeBron James. I trust LeBron James' IQ, his intellect. I believe LeBron James can make this work. So my overall opinion on the Westbrook trade, man, I think it will work and it has to work. And I believe with LeBron James being who he is, I believe he will find a way to make this work. So overall, my opinion on the trade is a whole lot of mixed emotions. My overall opinion, this was a great trade because this is a super team era. Let's call it what it is. If Kyrie don't get hurt and Harden don't get hurt, they beat Milwaukee in 5. And not Giannis and Chris Middleton and those guys win the championship. But let's be real. It went 7 with just KD in the squad. So imagine a healthy Harden, a healthy Kyrie, y'all probably get dropped in 5, but no, that championship does count for Giannis. It happened. They won it fair and square. But let's be real, a healthy Brooklyn Nets squad, who's really beating them with how they're currently constructed? No one, in my opinion. But if you get a guy like Russell Westbrook and you have that 3-headed monster yourself, and you have the coaching, I believe it can work. So my overall opinion, great trade by the Lakers. It may not seem like it was the right trade, but this thing can be very, very beautiful in the end. So all the best to Russell Westbrook. I feel like this is his last legitimate shot. This is his best shot. He couldn't have asked for a much better scenario than to play with LeBron James and AD at this point. So I believe it will work. Do I think they'll be the champions? No, because I'll give a slight edge. If it comes down to it, to Brooklyn and the Lakers, I will give a slight edge to Brooklyn because I feel like their 3 guys are more, skilled overall. I feel like Russell Westbrook at any given time could go back to his old ways and ruin the whole thing. Whereas in Brooklyn, James Harden walked through the door and Kyrie said, "That's the point guard." James Harden said, "I'm the point guard." So, Brooklyn, they got 3 egos, they got 3 big-time guys themselves, but those guys have brought into each other. They understand their roles. James Harden understands, I'm the point guard. I get the guys involved. Kyrie understands, I'm the scoring guy. I go and get 25 and 30 when I'm called upon to get that. KD understands, I'm the top dog. So they understand their roles. Will Russell Westbrook embrace his role? And if he does, I believe they'll be in the finals, but I still give a slight edge to the Nets in that regard. But if they get to the finals with this roster, which I believe they should, and they don't win, it will be a disappointment. But hey, I can't knock this trade. And if you lose to KD, Kyrie, and Harden with this roster, there's no real shame in that. But I do believe this was a right trade because of what the NBA has turned into in terms of like a super team. Like, oh, everyone's joining up and you need 3 superstars. So, hey, you got your 3 guys with Brody, AD, and Bron. So I do believe it was a great trade, man. So, but anyways, like I told y'all, man, 1K Sports, man, we back on it, man. It's great to see y'all. It's great to be back great to be back in it, man. We're going to be doing this thing. It's going to be a great football season. I got so much more coming for y'all, man. And like I said, man, it's been a while. I miss you guys. I love you guys, man. But, hey, 1K Sports, man, we back. Uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, unapologetic. Love y'all.